Hi guys, hope you're having a great night. I just wanted to come and talk to you guys about a couple of things that I've been thinking about as I craft. I'm terrible about making videos. I forget to set it up, or my dogs are acting crazy and playing, and I don't get to have peace. Um, I was thinking about, watching all these videos where, people are being sponsored, and so they push these products, for us to buy. And then um, later down the road, 2 or 3, 4 videos down the road, you'll see them talk about how they didn't care for the product, but yet they boosted us all up about how great these products are. We should buy them. We should buy them. Because they get commission off these things. I mean, I guess no, I don't know what word I want to use on that, but they're getting paid good, or they're getting a product and they think it's a good product, so they want to try it or what have you. So, um, you know, no disrespect on their hustle of getting, a 3 or 4 plus thousands of dollars worth of products, right, for free, or getting paid to do these things. But it's the fact that so many people are trusting these people to tell us what's great, and then you jump out and you buy these things and they're crap, and you've ordered it that day because you think it's this great product, and they give us a coupon code or what have you. um, and you go out and you buy that thing right away before, down the, 4 or 5 videos down the road, you find out that they don't even really like the product. And it's kind of sad. And you would really think that the companies in the contract would have them not be able to say that even 5 or 6 videos down the road that they don't like the product. You would think that would be part of their contract or something. It's kind of crazy to me. But the reason this has came to my thought process is because I've been a heavy crafty for quite some time. And I've bought all my own stuff and what have you. And I bought the HTV, um, is it lock something? Anyway, that the laser cutter, right? The laser machine from HTV. But it's Lock something is the name. I guess they're sister companies or something. I don't know. And so I bought that somewhere around Christmas time, so November-ish, somewhere in that ballpark, and it took several weeks to get here and what have you. Well, I had no instructions in it. My husband was frustrated with trying to put this stupid thing together, and we bought everything that went with it, the rotary thing, because I love to do tumblers and stuff like that, and so I was excited to integrate, the laser tumblers and stuff. So my husband has a hard time putting this thing together because he's like, there's no instructions. Where does this part go? What have you? And so, um, he works, so it took him a couple of days to get it together and what have you. And so he puts these pieces of wood. Let me see if I can find one of these pieces of wood. So he gets it all hooked up, and can you see this? I don't know if you can see it or not. So he's trying to, this is the sample piece they want you to do, right? So you go and you're looking for videos to try to see if anybody can, excuse me, help you set it up. Well, every video you find on this laser also tells you they didn't have any instructions how to put it together either. But of course, it was so easy for them. It was, it was a walk in the park. They're ladies and could do it all by themselves and all these things, right? Because, they're getting paid to do this, or they got the laser for free. So, sure, let's just throw it out there. And so, of course, they're sitting here smiling and telling you how great it is and how it's easy to put together. and but yet you're literally watching them on the screen struggle to get the little to line up, right, the little laser thing and what have you. Well, they never do anything that's impressive. You know, they cut a couple of pieces of wood, they draw a couple of things on the wood like that one, because they have to do the simple thing, obviously. And then they do a couple more wood projects, and they're not even. So this machine is just so great. You're just gonna, you're just woohoo, And so anyway, it's kind of funny if you think about it. And so we I kept telling my husband, I said, well, let's see if we can return this thing, because this is a hunk of junk, and I would rather just spend more money and get an X tool or whatever. Because we don't, if I want something, we usually just buy it. And so, and it doesn't really matter, what it is, or how much it costs for the most part. It's just kind of doing your research, which I thought HTV at the time was a really great company because of videos before I really got into watching to the extent that I have, and then like following a couple of people who you have seen them say these things are great and then turn around and say they're not. Um, One of the big ones is if y'all have ever noticed the phone case thing from HTV and the automatic press, you will hear them talk about how great it is when they're using it, but then they complain about it later. Those are my two biggest ones I've seen. Which is funny because when we were buying the laser, my husband says, "Hey, I'm gonna get you this other press instead of the one you have because it's auto and it won't hurt your arms and stuff." Because as you know, my channel was going to be about my health problems while I craft, and now I've kind of gonna go crafting anyway. So I said, "Oh no, no, no! I've seen too many people talk crap about it after the fact." And I said, I don't want to get that. I don't buy that. And so anyway, because mine does really good. It does just kind of pop up when you open it. And I have to be very careful because I have CRPS, which is chronic pain syndrome. So any little touch or whatever, I get bruised and it hurts real bad, and it's kind of brutal. So I didn't want to change it out because like mine is even and mine works really well. And so but anyway, pay attention to these things, guys. If you're following somebody and they're starting to tell you these things are great and then later they're telling you they're not great, pay attention. And there's a girl that I know that follows somebody that I was following, and I saw her on one of her videos, the new girl. Talk about how she had this big stack of sticker paper that she had bought on recommendations of said other person. And she hated all of them. They were terrible. And as she's picking them up, I'm watching the video going, oh God, that's awful. Oh, that's an awful one. That's an awful one. Every single one she picked up because, as you're trying to craft your trial and error, right? What works, what doesn't work, what one likes, the other one doesn't like. I mean, that's just how things are, right? And so I'm just shaking my head because there's vinyls that people like that I think are terrible vinyls. They say they're not sponsored by some of them. Maybe maybe they're not, and maybe they just like it. I mean, of course, we all have opinions. Um, and so it's just interesting to me how easy it is to trust these people just because they tell us something is good. Um, I can't say that I've been guilty. I've done it one time. One time. I do have a sticker paper that somebody said was good that I bought that I have not tried. Um, because honestly, I know a lot of people don't like it, but I like the Cricut brand vinyl sticker paper for my trial stickers. When I am trying pattern, or a new, not pattern, but yeah, I guess pattern. Anyway, when I'm doing new stickers or new different things, and because Cricut's always changing, so it can be a tricky thing whether you push the right button this time because they move them. And so anyway, I like to sample with the Cricut ones, and then I like to print them on better ones for selling or giving away or what have you. So anyway, I just wanted to share that because I thought that that's pretty crappy. So please do y'all's homework. Don't trust just one YouTuber. Go out and search the products and read the reviews and do things like that, because it sucks. And if you're going to buy an HTV product, at least buy it off Amazon so you can send it back or something. Like, don't get it from the company, because we bought the laser from the company, and then we could not return it just because of the fact that by the time it got here and my husband had time to put it together, and we tried to figure out how, they're up, they're open at night when we're in the bed, vice versa, so we never could get in touch with them to do the return and what have you. So the time ran out. It just never got done. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with y'all. I will personally, I want to pull out a lot of my, I do some stationery stuff as well. Like, there's really not much I don't do. And I want to show you guys um, some papers that I think are really good for certain things. And I'm not promoting this company by any means. Actually, it's not a store that I like to go in. It was ironic that I saw videos that they had the Cricut bright lights, 360s and stuff that I was going to buy from Cricut. And then the next thing I know, they were gone off their website. And I heard that Ollie's had them. And so we have an Ollie's like 10 minutes from us. And so I went over there when I saw a video that Ollie's had them, and went and got myself three. Thank God, because I was going to pay the $150 something off of Cricut for all three of them. And then I paid like $40 a piece for them. So I was thankful for that. But if you saw, I'll have to show you guys a picture of my craft room / office type thing, because I have different areas that I do different crafts in, almost like two big setups separately. And so I need the lights for different areas. And so anyway, I was at Ollie's. And so of course I looked around in the craft area and stuff, because some of these videos show some pretty cool stuff, and you're like, oh wow, if they got some of the Joanne stuff, I really want to check it out. And so I did. Um, and this paper that I buy, I don't, I think they're on the other side of the room in the other part of the office. I'll show them to you in another video, but I buy them off of Amazon, and they're $20 a pack. And Ollie's had them for $4.99. So I bought every one that Ollie's had. Then I noticed the copy paper that I use for cheap copy papers, and like printing off my receipts for taxes and stuff like that. I use the HP printer paper, and I buy it off Amazon. I think it's like $8 or $10 on Amazon, and they have it for like $3.99. I think it was, and I was like, crap! I just bought like 3 things at Amazon. So I'll definitely be checking them out for things like that before I get everything off of Amazon anymore. Really disappointed that Joann's closed down, because I'd rather pay prices and have a better variety, because I've always hated Michaels, but unfortunately I've gave Michaels several $1,000s in the last year. I bought all the cabinets and stuff from them, and I've been buying a lot of jewelry stuff. I'm going to do a video and show you guys a bunch of the jewelry stuff that I've got. I've been making a lot of different stuff, and I'm working on even more. I want to show you guys what I got and tell you where I got it from and how it's whether I would buy it again or not from the different places. Of course, it was Amazon, Hobby Lobby, and Michaels, and show you some brands that are pretty good. Um, Not sponsored, not asking, I'm not getting anything for it, whether you buy it or not. So I'm not pushing anything. I'm just showing you some brands that, because I have several that I don't like, and I just, throw them in the trash or put some stuff that's in decent shape in a box, and I'm just going to donate it to someone who wants to learn how to craft that um might not can afford all these craft things. I'm working through all of my craft stuff as we speak to donate some stuff, because I would, maybe a young kid wants to learn how to do things and have all these paints and brushes and different things that they might not can afford. Um, hey, if anybody's listening and wants different things, if you want to pay for shipping, I'll ship it to you. You can have it. Some artificial flowers. I love to make bouquets and do wedding stuff. Um, so I have a lot of different types of ribbons and tulle and just different things that was just going to give to somebody that wants to learn how to craft and be inspired by it. Um, Things that's been opened and things like that. The others I've been posting in the D Stash group, and I post them on my Macari and Poshmark and things like that. But I just wanted to share with you guys that about the oh, what did I just being careful with what you buy. You know, crafting is very expensive, as everyone knows that does it. And why waste your money on getting something that as soon as you get it and plug it up, you're gonna hate it? Like, don't do your research, guys. Do your research. Um, and I'm not sorry about that. I'm not bashing anybody for getting the side hustle and getting paid or whatever, and and maybe really want these machines, and then they get them and find out that they're not as great as they thought either. Which thank God they didn't pay for them, right? So I'm not busting their balls for the side hustle, because go do your thing, make some money. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys. Hope you're having a great night, um, great week, and hopefully you learn something new or what have you. I'm Again, I'm not going to edit this video because I'm still learning how to edit. It's very hard for me. I'm not computer savvy. I am better at making crafts, and this editing thing is a pain in the butt. I have tried numerous different programs and I don't like it. So you get what you get. I'm sorry. Um, Anyway, have a good night.